Hello, everyone. This is another Black Conservative. I am Ryan Bone, and thank you all for joining me. So, pop singer. Now, help me. I hope I'm pronouncing this woman's name like Adele. Adele. She's a British pop singer. Just recently stated that if anyone throws anything on a stage in her concerts, she's gonna effing kill them. Okay, she's gonna effing kill them. Let's get right into this article because I definitely have something to say about this, and you're going to be shocked, perhaps, at what you're going to hear when I read this. So let's get right into this article. These celebrities kill me, man. But I just wanted to cover this because this is kind of funny. But at the same time, I'm not surprised. Pop star Adele dared her audience members to throw objects on stage during a recent performance, adding, "I'll effing kill you," in reference to the recent incidents in which concert goers have been seen throwing items at singers and assaulting them. Now, let me say this: I've never listened to any of her music. I found out about this supposedly pop star Adele years ago from a book I read from Mark Dice in 2013 about different pop singers and so forth, and how they may be members of the Illuminati, that type of thing, you know. And a lot of the things that she was doing was satanic and demonic. But that's another story, and I digress. The point is that I don't know much about this lady. I never heard any of her music, but I'm not surprised that people in the audience, the concerts, are doing these kind of things. And I'm going to explain to you why I believe that. She says, a video posted by social media by a concert attendee shows the British singer at one of her Las Vegas residency shows talking about the recent wave of incidents in which objects have been thrown on stage during performances. Have you noticed how people are like forgetting effing show etiquette at the moment? Adele said in the video. People just throwing S on stage. Have you seen them? I effing dare you. I dare you to throw something at me and I'll effing kill you. For one, that's crazy for you to even say that because you got like maybe perhaps thousands of people in the concert. You could just figure, you can kind of guess what anyone in the concert could possibly do. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to have? A bunch of people on stage with guns shooting them? What are you going to do? Please, man. These people kill me. But let's go on. Let's go on. Adele went on to shoot. Now, here's the part that got me. Adele went on to shoot a T-shirt into the audience from a T-shirt launcher, adding, quote, "Stop throwing things at the artist." Here's the part. Watch this. Get this. When you can shoot things at people. Stop throwing things at the artist when you can shoot things at people. Let's read that again. Adele went on to shoot a T-shirt into the audience from a T-shirt launcher, adding, "Stop throwing things at the artist when you can shoot things at people." So are you suggesting that they should shoot things at people rather than shoot things at the artist rather than throw things at them? Or what do you? The, quote, "set fire to the rain" singer took a moment. I guess that's one of her songs. Never heard of it. Don't want to hear about it. Took a moment to laugh on stage before saying, quote, "It's a total reverse. I've got to go back over and give my T-shirt gun back. I've been seeing these people. These people have lost it. Can you imagine?" Adele added. No, I'm not surprised, ma'am. I'm not surprised. And I'll tell you why. Adele was addressing a wave of recent instances in which singers have been assaulted on stage during their performances. As Breitbart News reported, pop star Bebe Rexha, never heard of her. Maybe I'm not her, him, whatever. I never heard of any of these people. Okay, I don't know anything about any of these pop stars. I don't listen to modern day pop music. But I'm going to get into the details of that in my commentary. But I never heard of this person, and perhaps I'm not even saying their name right. And if I'm not, and if you guys are fans of any of these people, forgive me for butchering their name. I don't know these people. But I know, in my opinion, why I believe concert members and concert goers are going wild. Catch the drift. says this pop star was struck in the face by a cell phone that was thrown at her from the crowd while she was performing on stage during a concert in New York City. The singer sustained injuries to her face, and the attacker was arrested and charged with assault. Wonder why that happened. Just days after that, another performer, Abby Max, who is these people, was hit in the forehead by a fan who jumped on stage with her during her performance in Los Angeles. Singer Kelsey Ballerina, never heard of her, was also recently hit in the face while performing. I don't know if it's a he or her, I don't know. And an even more bizarre and morbid twist, pop star Pink, now I know her, okay, was left stunned last week during her performance in London after a fan apparently threw their mother's ashes onto the stage. I don't know how I feel about this singer told the fan, and that's the end of that article right there. Okay, this is going to be quick and to the point because I believe I know what the deal is from the get-go, okay? And this is a little lighthearted little commentary here, but I believe I know what's going on from the get-go. I believe I know why these concert goers are going crazy and throwing things at the performers and so forth. You ready? The performers created them. Adele, Ballerina, and the rest of you guys, Pink and all you guys created these kind of concert goers. You tell them to resist authority in your lyrics. You tell them go wild, go wild, go wild. All of this other crazy stuff. You incite these young, gullible-minded concert goers because most of them are young. Most of this type of lyrics that you see in concerts like this with these kind of performances are mostly filled with younger people. What I mean by younger people, people in their 20s and so forth, they still are not mature enough to be able to make proper decisions for the most part, especially if they don't have any good upbringing, okay? But even at that, still, you created it. Adele, you created it. Now you're shocked that they would do these type of things, that they would throw things in the stage, and what, you're shocked? I mean, from what I understand, back in the 70s and the 80s and so forth, and I don't know much about this because I've never been in a concert, so I'm not going to speak about going. I've never been in a concert, never wanted to go to a concert. I don't like loud noises. I don't like loud crowds because it's exactly this kind of stuff is the reason why I don't like going to concerts. Never did. Before I got into church, I didn't like concerts. When I became a Christian, I didn't like concerts. There was a church that we fellowshiped with many, many years ago in my old church, and they had a concert thing at their church. It wasn't a big church, it was a small church, but they had all these type of different gospel singers, and it was nice, and it was great, okay? But I just never was into that type of stuff. But then or now, I never was into it, okay? So I can't speak on that level. But what I can say is simply this, is that in the 70s and in the 80s, from information that I have gleaned from the past, is that most of the concert goers didn't try to assault the singers for the most part, particularly in the 70s R&B arena and so forth. They didn't try to assault the singers for the most part. They wanted to have sex with them. But they wanted to definitely have sex with them. But for the most part, from what I understand and from the information I do have, they didn't try to assault them. Here we're seeing a rise or an increase based on the information that I've read in this particular article and on other sources that I have heard. We're seeing and hearing an increase of violence from concert goers in these concerts. But I know why. And in my opinion, it is the performers that is inciting this kind of mentality from the concert goers. You created this baby, and now you have to deal with it. You give out satanic lyrics, demonic lyrics, hateful lyrics, divisive lyrics, and what do you expect? You send out evil vibes to the concert goers. What do you expect? Okay, the lyrics for the most part stink. They're nasty. They're debased. When I'm on my job, standing outside in front of the front portico area, known as the front portico in front of Tower City, posted, doing my security thing, Oftentimes, there will be people that will come up inside, on the side. They won't go inside because they can't go inside with that loud music. And they'll have their speakers. Now, the thing is this, and I'm biased on this level. If they're playing R&B from the 70s or 80s, I'm perfectly okay with it. I'm perfectly okay with it. You want to know why? Because, or even pop music from the 70s and 80s, I'm perfectly okay with it. I can tolerate it because the vibes are not as irritable as the modern music. But when someone comes by and plays this modern hip hop music, this modern music with F you and I shoot you and I F you, you be and you this and the slut this and the slut that. And I mean, I'm like, I'll walk over to them professionally, very professionally, and I'll say, sir, sorry, but could you turn the music down? Or you're free to play the music across the street or on the outside the bars, but this is private property. No one really wants to hear this. It's kind of loud. Could you turn it down? And 99.9% of the time, you know what they'll do? They say, okay, no problem. They either turn it down or go across the street, mainly because I've addressed them professionally. But I think also they catch the drift. I don't want to hear that type of music. Why? Because it sends negative vibes. And the people that frequent that area, when they hear that kind of music, usually the people that frequent that area sometimes is younger people. I'm just being realistic with you. Younger people from the ghetto that have that ghetto mindset, that hood mindset, that when they hear that kind of music, they're ready to go off. Now I got to deal with a bunch of crazy, wilding people because they're listening to wilding music with lyrics that invoke and provoke and agitate the person from within. And what's my point? They created it. Adele, you created it. Okay? You pop stars, you pop singers, y'all created this kind of stuff. Don't get mad and say you want to F up somebody their throat. What you going to do? Like I said in the introductory video, what are you going to do? You going to have an army on stage with you with guns if someone throws it? What you got? Really? You will lose all your fan base, okay? You're not all that, okay? I'm going to assume you're not all that. You lose your fan base. I don't think them people that scared of you. Then again, maybe so. All the anti-Christ stuff she did, maybe so. They probably scared on a whole nother level. But the point is, making threats like that, it's just silly. But you the one created this kind of stuff, and now you got to deal with the consequences. You guys sing all these nasty lyrics in your music and then expect the people that hear the music to act calm, cool, and collective with etiquette. She said they don't have any etiquette. Neither do you, boo-boo. Neither do you. Listen, I mean, what do you expect? What do you expect? What do you expect from the lyrics, a lot of the lyrics that you have sung and the songs you have sung in the past? Now, I've heard some of them. I've heard bits and pieces of some of them in the past because I had to listen to them. I can't make a critique of it. I don't even listen to the lyrics. And I've read some of the lyrics, and I'm like, well, what do you expect? I mean, what do you expect from what you put out? You get what you put out. You reap what you sow. If you sow that mentality in the concert goers, more than likely you're going to reap that. And that's my take on it. You know, we are creating these celebrities and these singers, really mostly, when I say celebrities, I mean most of these pop singers and hip hop artists and pop singers and the rest of them, mostly are the ones creating crazy people with the lyrics that they sing. The lyrics get into the subconscious of the individuals and it changes their behavior over the course of time. People have argued with me and said, no, it don't. You are lying, the truth not in you. But that's a whole nother video, and I'm not going to go into all the details of it. Come on, man, let's be realistic. If it doesn't have any influence on you, why you sing it then? You're singing it, so clearly it must have an influence on you because you're singing it. That right there tells you that there's some influence. I mean, come on, man. We could go all day with this, but I just wanted to do that little video. I thought it was interesting that she would make that kind of threat, a threat that she probably couldn't back up. But then again, you created it, and now you got to deal with it. So that's my words on it. What do you guys think about her words on this? What do you think about what she said? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. God bless you all, and see you again.